Man, honestly, I really don't even know where to start, but that was an embarrassing game to watch. Goodness gracious, an embarrassing game to watch. First of all, you know what? I might as well just start off with the injuries. Frank Gore ended up getting the ankle injury in the first half. TJ McDonald ends up getting a little banged up. But it seems like the Miami Dolphins as a whole cannot seem to catch a break. I'm extremely shocked that Ryan Tannehill wasn't pulled towards the end of the game. We'll probably hear about that later on during this week because like Tannehill was getting murdered, like literally getting murdered. Tannehill literally had no time in the pocket, getting sacked 9 times today, 9 times today, and I was seeing open receivers during those particular plays. I saw open receivers. We had basically knocked out of the park plays where we could have had touchdowns, and Ryan Tannehill just did not have the time to get the ball off, literally. So that's extremely disappointing. Like, it just happens every single time. Like, I'm not gonna sit back and knock Tannehill today. I thought Tannehill did what he could do. I'm not gonna say played well, but he did what he could do in this game up against the Minnesota Vikings. One thing I will say, Kalen Ballage, he should get an increased number of snaps. Had over 100 yards rushing today. I thought he did a great job filling in the void for Frank Gore, but it wasn't enough. We got down early, so really the running the ball was kind of ineffective. I will say this, that Minkah Fitzpatrick interception did ignite the defense because we was looking dead coming out. They had like over 100 yards rushing in the first quarter. But yeah, that Minkah Fitzpatrick actually gave us a fighting chance. I believe at halftime we were sitting at like 10-21 and off break coming out of halftime. We ended up having a touchdown, making it 17-21. But then after that, the Minnesota Vikings ended up putting their foots back on our throats. They started making plays, started running the ball with Dalvin Cook, and that was all she wrote. But like, I know a lot of people going to be sitting back and calling for Matt Burke's job. Like, literally people been saying it the whole year. But I've been saying, man, like, literally, when I look at this Miami Dolphins defense, and as far as the offensive coordinators that we've had over the years, Vance Joseph was 2 years back. It's all Miami Dolphins over the past 6 years as far as defense. It really doesn't matter who you throw up in there. I honestly think it just comes down to the amount of the players that we have on this defense and on the front seven. Like, literally, you look at, okay, I gotta say it. We're gonna be sitting back and name names. Fuck it, I'm gonna end up doing it right now. Bobby McCain definitely gotta go. That's the top one on my list, y'all. He's the top one on my list. Some of y'all was like, why are you hating on Bobby McCain? He's the best slot corner. Yeah, he sure look like the best slot corner to me. His ass ain't even checking this damn man, and he's running right behind him wide open. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. Like, he's sitting back and sniffing in the backfield where your job is to check the receiver. To check the receiver, you just selling out on the pass, letting people run wide open by you. Like, the best slot corner. Sylvester Williams, who we ended up getting, he ain't getting the job done for me. DeVore, not getting the job done. Ziggy Hood, not getting the job done. Robert Quinn did make a couple of low plays, but like I said to you before, as far as what he is getting paid, it is not worth it. It's considering what we got as far as the cap. So he can go. Kiko Alonso, he's a little inconsistent at times too as well. He got to go. Torrey McTyer, we need a body. We need some body depth at the defensive back position so he can stay. But to be honest with you, he's some trash too. Armstrong, trash. Akeem Spence, trash. We can just keep on going on down the list. Like, literally, TJ McDonald's really the only one that really, TJ and Minka the only two ones that sat back and just highlighted the day today. Minka, of course, with the interception, and McDonald just seems to be in the right place at the right time. Most of the time, I did see TJ end up flopping a couple times, but I don't see what you can end up doing by just replacing the defensive coordinator. You may sit back and cry and all this other mess about how much zone coverage we kept running, but you gotta look at who we playing. We playing up against Diggs and Thielen. Thank God Thielen only had like 2 catches, but look at what we gave up on the ground, like over 200 yards. But like literally, if we end up selling out, playing man to man, like them corners was going to get murdered, like literally murdered. So I don't disagree with what Matt Burke did during this game. I just think that as far as like next year in the draft, or this year in the draft, or in free agency, one thing that we most definitely had to establish is that middle of the defense. The two defensive tackles right there, they should be run stuffing specialists. Nothing else. Run stuffing specialists. We have enough pass rushers on this team if we end up keeping some of these guys. But run stuffing specialists most definitely is something that we're gonna need on this front four at a defensive tackle spot. And hopefully Raekwon McMillan could develop into being a nice middle linebacker. He seems like he's trying to get it together. Jerome Baker, he's looking all right. Kiko, like I said, he's a little inconsistent at times. I do be seeing him just shooting the wrong gaps. But most definitely, one of the things I want to highlight as far as going into the offseason, like I said, is getting us two defensive tackles that are excellent at stopping the run. Now, coming off this loss, I'm looking at it. Ravens won, the Colts won, the Titans won. Like literally all a game over us right now. So we're gonna have to play for some type of miracle next week. But next week we do got the Jacksonville Jaguars. We get a home game. That's exactly what the doctor ordered because we are terrible on the road. Who knows? And maybe because of the fact that people just had expectations for us this game, and that's another thing. The Miami Dolphins, literally, they cannot have any type of expectations going into the game. Like we had to be the underdog, literally. But it's disappointing, man. It's really disappointing. I was really expecting us to take the Vikings and just handing it to them, but it's really unfortunate that we end up losing this game. But let me know what you guys think. You know what it is. If you enjoyed the content, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. This is GreatOne DeVore. I'm up out of here.